Hello, say hi in chat.
Go ahead and bring everything up. Looks like we are live. Hello everyone, welcome into the channel. My name is Brent. Welcome to Unchallenged Gaming. We're gonna go ahead and get started here in just a moment. If anybody is joining us live, definitely pop into the chat, say hello. But we're getting a few things kind of set up here early on. Then we'll go ahead and start here in just a minute. But it is looking like everything again. Although my shorts chat doesn't seem to be populating. Quick test, we'll do a quick test over there and then see if I can get that to pop into my chat. Otherwise, I'll have to monitor that one. It's unfortunate. Sometimes I'm able to use my speech chat to look at all my chats all at once, which is awesome. Other times, for whatever reason, it just doesn't want to stick or work with one of the chats, which is crazy. But I think we're good to go for the moment. I'll pop that chat out. I think that's going to be the best thing we can do. Just pop the chat out. We'll go ahead and just kind of keep that plus on the side here. Go ahead and get started. Post. Okay, just doing some quick posts. We'll go ahead and get started, guys. Okay, so welcome into the channel. As I said, my name is Brent. Welcome to Unchallenged Gaming. Today, we're going to be continuing our adventure on our level 27 Hardcore Warrior. We have essentially completed a good portion of Stone Talon Mountains. There's a few other things that we could knock out, but we may not knock them out yet. We're level 27, going to be 28 soon. Our next dungeon that we're going to be heading for is Black Fathom Depths. Depths, I don't know which one of the two, but we'll try and get a dungeon group for that. In the last episode 7 or 8, we did complete SFK. We got 3 quests completed within the dungeon. Prior to that, we've done 2 Wailing Caverns. So far I think, and we've done RFC. So we've got 4 dungeons underneath our belt, tanking every single dungeon so far, a portion, at least of it. In this video, yeah, we'll try and get into a Black Fathom quest, but that would mean that I need to pick up a few quests. Yeah, Black Fathom Deeps, 23 to 32. We're going to be about 28, which is a good range to do this dungeon. Okay, we'll go ahead and quickly go over our talents before we get up in here. So, we are spec'd as Arms Warrior. I like how this hunter named himself Devilsaur. We're on step 24. And this is where we ended our stream. This was the end of stream. Write it down. That was episode 7. The last episode must have been episode... This is episode 9. Okay, so we're on episode 9 right now of our hardcore series. Yeah, there we go. Punch that into my notes. Okay, let's go over stats. Let's go over our gear. Let's go ahead and bring up our second window right there. Pop that up. Okay, so in as far as power spec at the moment, at level 10 and 11, we went into improved Ren. This increased our passive damage with our bleeds, you know, naturally, right? Whenever we're missing, dodging, parrying, being blocked, our bleed damage is still going through. I then went 3 points into tactical mastery. This allows me to swap specs between battle stance and defensive stance with keeping 15 rage. I then went 2 points into improved charge, increasing my total rage generated by 10. I then went 3 points into deflection, parry, haste. It's going to be a better, something better than improved thunderclap. The improved thunderclap reduces my rage, I believe, by 3 rage. You know, it went from 20 to 17, which isn't huge. It would increase the damage by 20, 40, 60%. I just went with the deflection. I then went 2 points into improved overpower, increasing my critical strike chance with overpower by 50%. That's a huge one. Essentially, every time I overpower, I have a really high chance of critting. I then went 3 points into deep wounds. Essentially, every time I crit an opponent, I apply a bleed that's based off my weapon damage. So it'll bleed for 60% of my weapon average damage over 6 seconds, which is nice. And then I put 3 points now into two-hand weapon specialization, which increases my damage with two-handers by 6% and my weapon skill by 3. So it allows me to kind of hit objects, bad guys more often. And that's where we're currently at the moment. Our next talent point at, 19 and 20, I believe we'll go into Impale. You know, as we hit 28 and 29, I think Impale is going to be the best bet versus going up and getting, more deflection. So there we go. Let's go ahead and turn off the red monitor. And there we go, just like that. And okie doke. Let's go ahead and get moving. So right now, we had just completed up the northern quest up in Stone Talon Peak. Some of the mobs up in there. We did the cycle of rebirth, which is collecting the seeds. We did the forest magic, getting eyes, getting the whiskers from those bad guys, the slimes and such. And then we defeated the 2 robots, the shredders, the X4 and the X6, I believe, was the other one. And then we took out the main bad guy up at the top of the mountain, Gorenzo. Once we did all that, we made our way back south. We turned in the quest down here, the forest magic, and now we're heading back into the Barrens. I don't have a quest to turn in at the Barrens at the moment, but as we swing by, we're going to be heading over into the Barrens and then seeing if we could knock out counterattack on our way through. If there's a banner there, awesome. We're level 27. We should be able to complete counterattack at this time. Pretty easy on our own. And let's go ahead and post in chat. 27 warrior looking for FD. There we go. 27 warrior looking for BF. And we did add a new gadget to our stream, which, if you guys are watching, next to my little icon down here. Whoop, that way. I got my heart rate monitor kind of showing. So I got this new little nifty device I thought would be super cool. I use it when I work out on my treadmill here underneath my desk. So I've been trying to do an average of 10,000 to 15,000 steps per day while I'm working on other stuff. So it usually takes about an hour and a half or 2 hours to walk on the treadmill. And then I usually get my 10,000, 15,000 steps, and I can monitor my heart rate. But for streaming purposes, I thought this would be a really good addition, as well as during the hardcore series, there's some instances where, normally you're pretty calm. Normal individual has a heart rate anywhere from 75 to 100 is pretty average for just kind of chilling. But as you go into tricky situations, you can definitely see a spike. I thought that would be an interesting time to, to potentially see something. fun stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and the device here. How it goes. Head, up. We've now entered the Baron. We're gonna go ahead and make our way over towards counterattack. Go ahead. Copy this while I'm going that way. Go ahead and that. Hardcore Orc Warrior Adventure. Hardcore Orc Warrior Adventure, join me live. There we go. Posted that up. Okay, there's a couple groups being formed for Scarlet Monastery Graveyard. That's usually about 30 or so. What was our group for SFK? We had a druid, a warrior, a priest. What else did we have? 2 shamans. Okay. Yes, we had 2 shamans, a warrior, a priest, and a druid. It was a pretty good group. It was a pretty good group. The shamans did a good job. They were doing a lot of damage. They were doing a lot of threat. Do a quick check over there. Guys running into these spikes. That's not healthy. Okay, so we're gonna head up over here. Talk to this guy. I should be able to jump up right here. Save me a trip. I don't know what's going on. Normally I can just jump. There we go. Get counterattack. We'll go ahead and place. It starts this event up. I think he just might be AFK. Now this event here can be pretty tricky, but we should be able to complete it at this level. Hopefully. We do have a sprint potion that we picked up from a Thunderbluff quest. And we can always hamstring and run, right? Hamstring and run away. When in doubt, run away. Now these guys over here, I think there's sometimes an elite over that way. Not 100% sure. We'll go ahead and take these guys out real quick. So. No, we gotta save the invader. Oh, they got him. I was trying to save him. Okie doke. This guy's level 18. Oh, that was the guy that was running into the wall back there. Ooh, there's a death. 15 and death. We'll go ahead and help him. So right now what we're working on is really quickly the counterattack quest.
Hey, what's popping?
Hey, what is poppin'? What's up, Christian? Welcome into the stream. How are you doing today? Just chilling at the moment, just kind of getting logged on for the day. Oh, there's the Warlord. Okay, there's the Warlord right there. He's a level 20 elite. Go ahead and demo, thunderclap, and then we'll go ahead and thunder him down and finish him off with a heroic strike and an execute. And he is down for the count. We'll go ahead and touch the banner. Barons counter attack banner is available.
Victory or death.
Victory. Nice, quick, and easy. Go ahead and turn this quest in.
What do you need?
Run and counter attack. And there we go. Now we'll go ahead and get mounted. Now that we completed that quest, we'll head on down to... Where's our flight path? Our flight path, our hearth is Camp T. So, I don't want to go down to Camp Ferragio just yet. We're gonna go ahead. Yeah, this guy said thank you. I know they were trying to knock out that quest as well. It's a pretty dangerous quest to knock out on your own. I usually wait till around this part to kind of knock it out. It's just a quick experience. I think I got experience-wise, we got 2,000 experience for just completing that quick quest. So, you know, go knock that out. Okay, so we're gonna head into the Barrens. We're gonna then take the flight path back up to Stone Rock Retreat, and then from that point we'll go ahead and get a few quests that we need to pick up, and then we'll go ahead and be diving into the Charled area, the Charled Scar, essentially where we're going to be heading to next. At level 27 we should be able to knock out that spider quest. Anyone need arachnophobia? Plus or minus 27. We'll go ahead and knock out that arachnophobia quest and go from there. Hey Christian, how are you doing today? What's up? Are you playing some World of Warcraft today? Playing any WoW today? Okay. We'll go ahead and take the flight path back up to... Mists of Pandaria Classic has been announced. That is garbage. We live in a time... I didn't get to experience the Mists of Pandaria. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't that. It is not worth giving yourself for 80% of the general leveling experience. Yeah, you shouldn't be rolling. Gonna be leveling as a protection. Arms nice while leveling. Is it popping on? Oh, I have it disabled. Man, I was recording another video on my other channel, and I tried to disable the UI, which I thought it would disable the sound. That is not the case. The kappa still plays the sound even when it's not active on my screen. Ah, interesting thing. So middle of my video, there goes like this huge loud sound. Ba-da-dum. Yeah, we are flying up back up at the Stone Talon Mountain. Sunrock Retreat, sorry. If you don't have the quest yet, you'll go talk to this guy right here, and we'll get the quest called Ordanis. Ordanis. Okay, so let's go ahead. We got Ordanis outside the inn. If you've completed the spider quest, we want to turn that quest in. We're gonna go knock out that spider quest real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and make sure that we have the get harpies. You want to make sure you get the harpies threaten quest, calling in the reserves, which we've already completed. That is South Barrens. That's heading into Thousand Needles. That's where I hope we get today. We'll be getting into Thousand Needles a little bit. Thousand Needles should take us to level 30. And then, let's see, we got New Life. That's by the inn. And then we're going to head up on top of the hill. Make sure you want to get the Elemental War. We've already kind of started a little bit of that already. Okay. Okie doke. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. There's a sign over here. If anybody else wants this quest, anyone need a spider quest? Elite in Stone Talon, plus or minus 7. Knocking it out. Should be a help, like a wanted sign somewhere. Not this path. Okay, it's a little bit further down. Home. Hardcore. Does anybody want the Spider Elite quest? Don't tell him. Why can't I pick this up? Not enough rage. Yeah, see, the items here are not amazing. There's a nice one-hander with some stamina right there, but I already have a nice one-hander. Although it doesn't have stamina, we're going to go ahead and knock out Arachnophobia. This guy's got 1500 life, level 21. At our level, it should be no problem. Hey, I always kind of wait up until this point here to kind of knock this quest out, unless I find a group early on. Unless I can find a group early on. Another server, you could reset back to level 1 so you can get all blues from the Burning Crusade quest and wear it at level 4. Okay, the boss should be back in this corner back here. Oh no, he's back there. Okay, we'll go ahead and knock him out. I think somebody might be back there. Level 20. Oh, they started it up. Oh, he's fine. Okay. Level 21 hardcore player died right there. Nope. We'll go ahead and watch this warlock take out Bessaleth. Hopefully. We're watching. Doing pretty good. He's got him about halfway down, and he feared Bessaleth. Yes, he's got that fear going on. His Void Worker got threat again. Yeah, I think he should be fine. He's got this guy. Not a problem. Okay. We'll go ahead and wait for the respawn. The respawn's pretty quick. It's 5-minute respawn. Dang. And he took him out. Sometimes, like on these servers, they increase the respawn rate of them. So I was really hoping to have knocked this one out. Now I don't really want to wait 5 minutes, but at the same time, I'd like if there was some ore in this area, I could just go ahead and pick up while I'm waiting. So he chose to fight the hashlings. Usually that's not the good thing you want to do in this situation, but he does have a void walker, so he might be pretty good. So right when you get these guys about 50%, what's going to spawn is these deep moss matriarch, and these guys some good damage. If you're not ready for it, they'll start chunking away at your life. Yeah, that void walker, super strong. Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and wait for this guy to respawn. And in the meantime, we'll go ahead and we already went over talents. We'll go ahead and chat a bit about our upcoming adventure. Sure. Upcoming adventure wise. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and be knocking out this elite quest here really quickly. It's just a nice tank kill and move on. After we're done here, we're gonna head up north and loop around through here. We're gonna knock out a little bit of fire guys for the elemental war as we can through this little area right here, and we're gonna be making our way to a custom zone called Powder Town. This is a new addition here on Turtle World of Warcraft. There's about 8 or so quests that do turn into some chain quests, so we'll knock out a few quests outside of Powder Town, and then this will lead us back into these oil fields back this way, taking out some bad guys. This is an interesting road. I've never seen this road right here. Looks like it leads down to a little house along the shore there. I do know that if you do swim up this shore, it does take you to this place back here called Amani Alor. I don't think you can access the starting zone from here, but you can kind of see, oh, there is a portion. I'm not sure where the entrance is of it, but it does look like it allows you to connect. You see right here, there's like some path through here that leads up into Stone Talon Mountains. I just don't know. I've never been this way. I don't know what this cave is. This might be the way through. So maybe another time we'll try exploring from, from Alamanari into Stone Talon Mountains to kind of see that pathway. But not a big dealio. But Powder Town will have some interesting quests, and then we'll head south into the Scarred Vale, I think it is. I don't know, for whatever reason, I haven't explored it, so it doesn't show me what that zone is called. But I feel like it's the Charred Vale. And then go from there. I picked up a smack. I thought I picked up something that could help me with the poison. Nope. I found out that this sword right here, it procs something up top right. Kind of looks like, what's it called? Retribution? Seal of Command. That's it. Seal of Command. So up top, when this sword procs, it procs something up top that looks like the Seal of Command. And then every time I hit a target, it applies a little bit of holy damage. This thing was interesting. I got this out of SFK. Yoda Master. Has a really low proc chance. Very low. Level 28. And there he is. Let's go ahead and do this. Get our 3 centers up and heroic strike. Yeah, I don't know if I could have done this at the level I was at when I was here earlier. But knocked it out now. We definitely
Any
had
dungeons
an
up for
advantage on
today?
him. Yes, I do plan on knocking out. We're in a group right now for BFD. Yeah, we are in a dungeon. This guy gave me intellect, nice.
For the horde.
We are in a group for not SFA, BFD at the moment. We'll go ahead and see how it goes. We got 2 warriors in the group. So, I don't mind. I don't know if I'll tank or off tank or DPS. I don't know if this other guy wants to tank or not tank. I don't know yet. But that is what's on the agenda. That is what's on the agenda.
Cool, cool.
Yeah. I don't know if I remember asking or not. Have you tried hardcore, Christian, on Turtle?
You may end up tanking again.
Yeah, I'd like to DPS, but honestly, I don't mind tanking. I don't mind it. It makes the group just get put together a lot faster. I have decent tank gear. Like, I have good life. I have 1500 life at the moment at level 27, so I don't mind tanking. I can tank if need be. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind tanking. I'll let them know in the group. You know, I don't mind tanking if need be, but would prefer DPSing. I just don't like having that responsibility of trying to rand up the mobs and all of that stuff, but it just makes the forming of the group a lot faster. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and make our way up past. What the heck? I ran into it.
Fun story. My
Oh.
very first character was a hunter that got the HC quest by mistake. It died at LVL5 XD.
That happens to a lot of people. That happened to my friend too. One of my real life friends, he started playing on Turtle Wow and he picked up every single quest he could in the area. You know,
I got a
that's
few
what you do.
60s on TW, but I don't have the patty end for HCTBH.
The patience, yeah. So my buddy, same story with him. He started on the server. It was completely new to him. He was picking up every single quest he saw. He picked up the, listen to story, whatever it's called. I forgot. Stay a while and then listen, I think is the quest that started the hardcore thing. He picked it up, turned it in, not knowing that it turned him hardcore, but he also had war mode on him as well. So he got to Goldshire. He was level 12 or something like that. He was level 12 at the time, and he was war. He was a warrior, not warrior. He was a paladin flagged. He got killed, PvP'd. He's like, how the heck did I get PvP flagged? Well, he took on the hardcore challenge. Well, actually, I don't know how he started out. You have to get the war mode lift. That was in the past. So, oh, we got a priest now. Nice. Let's go for some, like a mage or buffs. Oh, we got 3 warriors. Rip. So we're gonna go 3 warriors into this place. 3 warriors. Yeah, I guess we're gonna go ahead and make our way. to...
You can get flagged by buffing a war mode tune. Not sure if the same for HC.
Not
Buffing
anymore.
or healing.
Yeah, you can't get flagged for buffing or healing on hardcore. It won't allow you. Okay, so we're gonna head over to BFD. So let's look up WoW Classic BFD Quest. I don't know if there's any custom stuff. I know there's like the Paladin stuff on here. So the essence of Akumai. Okay, so this one, quests that are part of a chain quest. So quest starts with allegiance to the old gods. Essence of Akumai. Oh, there's not a lot of quests, honestly. There's just like 3 quests. One is Trouble in the Deep. Have I completed that one? Oh, that is... Oh, it starts in Stone Talon Mountain. Trouble in the Deep. So it starts from Sudaman. Whoop, what's this? Okay, I'm gonna head back down to Stone Talon Mountain real quick, and we're gonna take the flight path up. So there should be a quest from this NPC, so we'll do /DB. This guy right here in... Oh, Elemental War. So he should give me the quest. I don't know if this is for this server or if it's for Anniversary server, but it looks like this guy should give me a quest called Trouble in the Deeps. Then pop up. Is that 10? No. Part of this quest happens in the mountain. Oh, what is that? Okay. It just looked funky. Because half of it was in the ground. Okay, so I have my quest log here, and I'll see if I've knocked this quest out. It's called Trouble in the Deep. And I have completed this quest. Okay, so Trouble in the Deeps. I have completed it. So now, the next portion of this quest is the Essence of Aku. And I haven't completed that quest yet. I haven't touched it. So this one, the Essence of Akumai, I pick up over in the west coast of Ashenville. So that one I can knock out. There's also the Allegiance to the Old Gods, which is from the Dampened Note. Okay, so there's only 2 quests inside of BFD. There's 2 quests outside. One quest you have to go defeat the mobs. You get the crumpled notes. And then you run back out, you turn in the crumpled note, and then you get the follow-up quest, the Allegiance to the Old Gods. And those are your 2 quests you're going to have going into the dungeon. And then inside of the dungeon, there's the other quest, which is off that body. The Black Fathom Villainary. Oh, where's this quest from? Argent Guard. Oh, that's the body. And then there is
Do you
a
happen
item.
to have a video explaining the add-ons you use?
Yes, I have a whole video talking about add-ons. Like if you're on my YouTube channel, and on my webpage, there's the videos tab, there's the live tab. You click on videos, that my last video that I uploaded talks about all my add-ons that I go through. I went ahead and shared screenshots. I don't talk about specifically which add-ons I use for each individual character, but I talk about all the add-ons that I just have loaded up in. Okay, flying up to Ashenvale. Oh wow, it's a long flight. I gotta fly over to the crossroads and then head up into Ashenvale. Interesting. Oh, the water elemental drops a strange water globe. Okay, so in the water, once we clear all the Twilight guys up top, we'll have to jump into the water and pick up the strange water globe. And then that starts another quest. Okay. Gotcha. Yes. Okay. The Black Fathom villainy. It gives us a shield, which is a nice shield. 3 stamina, 8 spirit, 5 frost, 13 block. My block shield is 13 block. Okay, so I have a decent shield as well. Okay, so all of the Black Fathom Depths quests should be pretty easy to get. We're gonna go ahead and land in Ashenvale, and then we'll go ahead and pick up the Essence of Akumai, and then once we have that quest, we're gonna go ahead and head into BFD, start taking out some of the Nagas outside. What we're looking for outside is the Crumpled Note. That starts up a quest called the Allegiance of the Old Gods. We go turn in the Allegiance of the Old Gods at the Zoram's post. We can pick up the Allegiance of the Old Gods Part 2. So those are the 2 quests as a Horde player that you can get outside. And then after you've had those 2 quests, you go into the dungeon. There's a body in that water area. You talk to the body, you pick up the Black Fathom Villainy, which is the 3rd quest. And that has you defeating the guy that you summon with the candles. You gotta put the candles out, get his head. That completes that quest. And then the 4th and final quest you can get inside of BFD is the water globe. So once you've defeated the Twilight guys up on top of the platforms, you dive into the water and you go ahead and knock them out. And that will have your 4th and final quest. Now, we'll take a look at Turtle WoW dungeon quests. And there is a whole forum post on Turtle WoW's website that talks about all of the custom quests. And looking through this quick list here for BFD. BFD does not have any custom quests within it, so I think we're good there. Yeah, that's it. Once we knock out this dungeon, we'll knock it out. It'll be out of our hair. We'll have completed all the quests. And we will not have to return to BFD ever again. The next dungeon that we'll be knocking out after BFD will be RFK. I think RFK is going to be our next place that we're going to be focusing on getting into to get a couple things. Like RFK actually has some really good gear. You know, from the get-go, they have a decent sword. 5 stamina right here. It causes a debuff, a damage debuff on the enemy. At 5 stamina is going to be super nice. Nothing off that one guy, but he does have a nice healing weapon for a lot of the healers out there. The main guy back here has the Corpse Maker. This thing is huge damage. 15 strength, 8 stamina. That level 29 weapon will last a while. Plus it's an axe, but they drop everything that we would need. You know, they drop some really nice pants. They got to drop a really nice helmet, the weapon itself. So they drop a lot of nice stuff. The little guys on the side, like his guards, drop a really nice polearm as well. That's pretty good for hunters. Then as we proceed through, dagger, chest. The leather chest is actually really good for anybody that can wear leather. You know, druids, rogues, even warriors. This thing is 10 strength, 11 stamina, 5 spirit. Then we move into the blind hunter. This guy doesn't have anything specifically that we would need, but it's still good for hunters. Hunters like them. Now, even the last boss, the Charlga, this guy drops a really nice ring, 5 stamina, 9 spirit, the nice shield, 7 stamina, 8 spirit, 17 block, and then a really nice one-handed axe, 24 DPS, 6 strength, 5 spirit. And then he drops a little scroll that starts up a quest as well. Yeah, RFK will be a nice dungeon to get into eventually. RFK, yeah, I generally like RFK. Okay, I can go ahead and let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and remove EFD from my highlights, so we're not gonna get notified of anybody. I got 7 bubbles of rested EXP. Would be nice to get a tent here, but no problem. Okay, so there should be a quest out here. Was this the one I was looking at? Amongst the ruins? No.
How you doing,
The essence of Akume. This is the quest that we're looking for. Oh, is this a new one? Bring the Fathom Core. Has moved into the Moon Shrine Ruins and Black Fathom Deeps, their presence. Well, amongst the ruins, that's not on the list here. I don't have this quest. So this must be a custom quest, because when I looked up quests on Wowhead for Black Fathom Deeps, Amongst the Ruins was not on the list. So there's really 5 quests. Okay. So that guy has quests for us. 7 is fine too, though. Anyone got a tent? And Troll Charm. This is the one in this area over here. Okay, so I think we're good here. Is that a staff? Oh yeah, it was a staff. I thought it was a wand. I thought it was a wand. We'll go ahead and put it on real quick to get the transmog, and then I'll sell it. Okay, that's all good. Let's go ahead and pop over to the chat. Do you happen to have a video explaining your add-ons you use? Okay, no, we talked about that. Oh, our healer needed time? Dang, he only has 583 life. Oh, dang. We have to be super cautious of this guy. If our healer goes down, then we'll quickly go down. Just like this guy, Wuten. Level 16 died in Ragefire Chasm. Where's the priest at? Did he log out? Hype, hype, hype. Oh, there's more people being taken out. Okay. Everyone's hanging out by a tent right now. We could go do our tent quest. Log in once I get 8 for the 8. Oh wow, they're logging for 8 minutes. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead. Dang, that sucks. I didn't expect here to be first and then have everybody log out when I got to this location. That's the thing with doing dungeons. Dungeons take you. Our next playthrough, I probably won't be ended up doing any dungeons. Honestly, it just takes quite a while. And if I set up a hearth here, if I fly back the splinter tree post, I'll set up a hearth, and that way I can fly back from splinter tree super quick. Maybe I'll do that because everyone right now, there's people like that are logged out for about 8-10 minutes at the moment. So what I can do is I'll fly to Splinter Tree Forest. Okay. I'll fly to Org. I didn't expect it to go so. That's usually the case. Whenever you're doing a dungeon, there's like 30 minutes to an hour of getting the group together. And then finally, you got the group together. Not a single person has started making their way to the dungeon. I've done that myself, where I didn't go to the dungeon until we had that last person. Not so much if I know I'm taking and we have a healer in the group, generally getting DPS is pretty quick. So I'll start making my way to the dungeon fairly early on. But if we're looking for a tank or healer, I'll probably just wait usually a little bit because that group might fall apart. But in this case, we have the full group. It's just that the healer, he's taking 10 minutes, taking a quick 10-minute break. The other warrior, he had to log off for 8 minutes. We're going to go ahead and fly over to Splinter Tree Post. I'm going to go ahead and set up my hearth there. That'll allow me to hearth back really quickly. Our hearthstone is up. And I'm going to head down to Orgrimmar. I'm going to go, oh, there's a tent outside here as well. But I'm not going to make it through here to get to this tent. And then I'm just going to fly over to Orgrimmar. I'll go outside. We'll pick up a tent pretty quickly. Get some breasted experience. And then if need be, if anybody has specific questions, we can go ahead and cover the questions. I'll go ahead and bring up my add-ons here in a minute. Not in game. I'll leave my character logged on, but we can go through my add-ons list and take a look at the add-ons that I use. I can get you a tent. Oh, it looks like there's tents. It does look like there's tents outside of Orgrimmar. I do see a tent out there. Appreciate it though. Yeah, but looking at the map, there is a tent right now outside of Orgrimmar. Appreciate it though. Yeah, tents last like what, 15-20 minutes. I did notice that if you leave the zone that you place a tent in, the tent goes away. So some people are super cool, they put up a tent, and then when they put up a tent, they take a flight path or they fly away, and then boom, the tent ends up going away. And then, dang it, it happens. But
strength and honor.
Yeah, we set up our hearth right here for the time being. Set up our hearth. Go ahead and talk to this guy. We'll go ahead and fly over to Orgrimmar.
Going to Ashen Vale.
Oh, I'm heading over to Orgrimmar at the moment. What character are you playing on? You said you're playing on a warlock earlier? No. Were you playing a warlock? Well, what character are you playing on? I'm gonna write down. Christian has played some.
Well, I
hardcore.
tried XD.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Let's go ahead. Tried HC. Mostly play soccer. I always like to make notes of individuals that I see often in my chat.
Yes, it is a lock.
Okay, nice. Yeah, lock. Sweet. I thought I heard you mention Warlock. Go. Okay, so if you guys are just joining here for the on the stream, I know there's a few viewers out there that are new that are just kind of lurking, but that's completely fine. So right now we got a group formed for BFD. A few members of our group are still staggering behind, so I'm taking a quick detour here to where the heck am I? That way. To get some rested experience. While we're getting up some rested experience and these people are getting back online and heading back over to BFD, we're going to go ahead and cover all the add-ons. We'll go through the add-ons folder and chat a little bit about our add-ons. There's a group trying to form on hardcore or Stormwind Vaults. That I've never been inside of Stormwind Vaults, even on softcore. But I have heard some crazy things with the last boss being basically like an instant killer. Oh, there's a couple tents here. This should go quick. The cool thing about double tents is if you hang out in the middle, you'll get the benefit of both of the tents, which is pretty cool. Okay, so I'm at 7 bubbles of rested experience at the moment. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll chill right here. I'm already at 8 bubbles of rested experience. Okay, we'll go ahead and chill right here. Let me go ahead and bring up my Explorer, and then we'll go into my interface. And let me go ahead and share my screen here. Oop, let me share my right monitor and share my right screen. I think right about there is good. Okay, so we're inside of our Turtle WoW client and we're inside of our add-ons. Okay, so as far as add-ons that I use, I have a list of add-ons that I've removed that I just don't use anymore. Like loot, I've tried different add-ons in the past, like Loot Alerter, Interact with the ground, like Interact stuff, Chat Scanner. I didn't need them after all. Advanced Trade Skills, I don't use this often. Turtle WoW has actually implemented like an advanced trade skill window for themselves. Altolic, I forgot what this one does, but there's nothing in the folder. Yeah, this folder is empty, so I don't remember what Altuholic does, but the folder is empty, which is interesting. Atlas Loot, Atlas Quest, those all work together to provide you with the, you know, what dungeon drops what loot, what dungeon has specific quests inside of them. These are just kind of needed for other specific quests. AutoDB works with PF Quest. Whenever I load up the game for the very first time, it runs like an /db chest, /db rares automatically for me. So it just makes the yellow markers on my map appear in different areas of the world. Just kind of shows me like the rares.
Altholic is to see played time, I believe.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, and I don't really need that because there's nothing in the folder anyway, so it's not really helping me. Aux add-on, you can see it doesn't, I think it just has the hyphen add-on onto it still. Like it doesn't work for me because I think I need to remove the /add-on, but I don't use the auction house anyways. As a hardcore player, I just don't have access to the auction house, so I just don't use it. I use Baganon. So Baganon is my preferred one. I've tried Bag Shui. I did not like it. I know it was suggested to me in the comments. I tried it out. I didn't like the way that it plays. So I went ahead and did it, you know, I disabled that one. Bank item, that allows me to flip between all my characters and see which characters have, you know, which specific bank items on them. Also, I can look at my bank anytime I want by doing a /bi. I could take a look at what I have in my bank. So if I'm looking for a specific quest, if I'm looking inside my bags, I can do /BI and check out what I have in the bank at the time, and go about that route. Let's go ahead and go back. Better character stats. It gives me a better selection here, so I can go through and tab and see my melee stats, my melee versus boss, my defense, and it breaks it down really nicely here. So if I go to defenses here, I can see all of my little percentages and kind of highlight over it, and it's a better character stats. Bigwigs, it works with that's the boss announcements for dungeons and stuff, all the default Blizzard stuff. Bongos, oh, there's empty. I think that was like a whoops, I don't know why this stuff is empty, but I'm pretty sure bongos and bongos action bar work similar to being able to move your UI stuff around. I don't know why there's nothing in the folders. No idea, but I don't use any of the bongo stuff. I think it might be part of like the PF quest stuff. Cartographer, super useful add-on. Every time I hit M in the world, it shows me a lot of information. When I highlight over specific zones, it's going to tell me the zone. If it's if it's positive for me, like Barrens of the Horde, so it's green for me. Versus if I go into Ashenvale, it's neutral, it's yellow. If I go into Darkshore, it's red, meaning it's for the Alliance, it's against me. So it's hostile area. It also gives me like the level range of the specific zones. If I've never visited a zone, such as I've never been to Tenaris, but it still shows me the map there. It still shows me the map of Ungoro, so I can still go around and see the areas. And it doesn't, I haven't explored them, so I can't see the specific details of stuff, but I can also move it around if I want to. So that's a really nice little feature right there. Zoom in and out and all that stuff as well. So let's go ahead and bring back the add-ons. Okay. Decursive just tells me when people have a curse or something I can remove. Dracaris, I didn't use this one at the moment. That puts my gold dragon, silver dragon around my UIs. I don't use this. Druid mana bar, I can see the mana bar while I'm in druid form. I don't need it when I'm using Luna frames as I do now. I don't need druid mana bar or Dracaris. Fast quest, I use this when I play with my son, as it notifies us of our trackers of our quest in chat. Fawn's Appraiser, if I'm running dungeons with my hunter, I'll have this active. It'll kind of keep track of how much gold I'm collecting per run, and over the course of an hour I can see how much gold I've actually got based off the items I've collected. Gatherer, it's pretty nice. Lets me know on the map every time I picked up a specific node. Hunter Helper, I think the Hunter Helper, and there's another Hunter Helper in here. Just basic little tools for hunters. Global friends list, I play hardcore, so having all my friends on a list between all my character works out. I don't know what guides is. I think I tried to make my own add-on, so I think that's what that is. I tried to make an add-on appear, it didn't work, so I kind of abandoned it. Hardcore deaths, hardcore quests, just every time you see an announcement of somebody dying, that's not HD death. HD quest gives me notifications if there's a deadly quest that I take. It'll give me a little warning up top on the quest bar saying, hey, this is the dangerous quest, you'll probably end up dying if you're not careful. Hunter Swiss Knife, another hunter specific add-on. I think this is the one that I enjoy the most. If I get hit while I'm in aspect of the cheetah, it actually takes it off for me. Instance timers, if I'm doing a lot of dungeons, farming stuff, I'll have this one tracking how many instances I've done within a time frame. Threat meter, it's one I could use solo play versus the TW threat meter only works in groups. QE is for nameplates mostly. Luna unit frames, this is the one I specifically use to make all of my unit frames and raid icons appear in the way that they are. A nice one for that. Metamap BPW all work with my leveling guide add-on to put little things all around the world for me, like the little arrows or these little red buttons everywhere that are everywhere, part of the vanilla guide add-on. So that works with that. Milk scrolling text, that is the text that I see on the side, left and right. When I hit a target or I'm taking damage, it shows up. Mob stats, if I highlight over a mob, I can see what their DPS is. So if I highlight over, let's see, this mob over here, you can see on the bottom right hand side that this Elder Molted Boar does 5.9 DPS, has 406 armor, and does 10 to 14 damage a hit. So it just kind of gives me some stats. Let me go ahead and see We're at 30 rested experience. We'll go ahead and hearth back. On my way. Yeah, okay. On my way. Okay, so we're gonna head back over to... What's it called? We're gonna take the flight path back over to Zoramstrand because we're good now. We got 30 bubbles of resting. Okay, let's go ahead and continue while we're flying. Mobs to level, I don't use this one, but it would normally just display a little box that just shows me how many mobs I need to kill in order to gain the next level. No air sounds, it doesn't spam you with that, you can't do that yet, you can't do that yet, you don't have enough mana. All those go away. Open clams, if I'm doing a lot of fishing, I'll have this one active. As whenever I get a clam in my inventory, it'll automatically open it for me, so I'm not sitting there with 20 clams taking up all my inventory space. Outfitter, I can swap between gear quickly. Pally power, you know, monitor your buffs of the paladin. PF quest, everybody knows these ones. That's all your question marks, icons all around the world. /DB, super helpful. Pizza world buffs lets me know about the Onyxia and where Darkmoon Ferry's at. Postal, I don't use this one often on hardcore, but if I got mail, this opens up all my mail super quick. Quest history, I like using this one. I can keep track of all the quests that I've completed. I can go back through, see if I completed a specific quest, where I'm at on a chain, you know, so it's pretty nice for that. Quick heal, I use this for all my healers. It's always been super helpful for me, being able to react faster than I would normally be able to react on specific characters. Unless I'm main tank healing, like if I'm specifically tasked to heal just a specific guy, then I'll specifically heal that guy and then off heal with quick heal. Shago Bam, every time I get a new critical hit, that's a new record high, it announces. I like using this one just for fun. Shago Chat, I use this one to highlight specific messages in the chat. Shago DPS, keep track of, you know, damage, healing, DPS. Shago Inventory, I think this is the one that lets me see if I highlight over a specific item, I can see that all my characters, you know, Undying 5, Undying 1, and Undying 2 have 132 total linen cloth between them all, and it shows me the number that it has, you know, the number of the specific item that I have of it. Shaku Tweaks, this is the one that gives me the advanced action, advanced interface here. I can go ahead and enable, disable specific things, the auto stance, hide the griffins, show class me please. Oh, did I get Yoda? There you go. Let's go back over. Simple action sets. If I have multiple specs, so dual specs, with the Goblin Brainwash device, then this will automatically track where all my keybinds are at per spec. Swing timer, you know, that's the normal thing. Swing timer. Super macros, this allows me to make more advanced macros pretty easy. Tank Buddy, I don't know, for whatever reason, Tank Buddy is not working for me. Tank Buddy should be announcing when I taunt. Yeah, so it should say like this. It should say, okay, my taunt was resisted. Maybe my taunt's never been resisted, but I'm pretty sure it has. So I don't know why that's not working. TW threat, it's the Turtle Wall threat meter. Unit scan scans for dangerous stuff in specific zones. Vanilla guide, I use this one as a, you know, vanilla guide. Every time I've made modifications onto vanilla guide, I've made my own modifications based off the base of vanilla guide. Like I took the original vanilla guide that was for vanilla, and then as I've played through Turtle Wow, I've added my own notes into the guide itself. Eventually, I'd like to start up, if anybody would like to have access to pieces of the guide, of like a Patreon. So if you guys are looking for like a guided experience that helps you, whether you're playing softcore or hardcore, then that'd be part of like the Patreon service, I think. What is WHDB? Oh, Wowhead database. So anytime I look at a quest, every time I look at a specific quest, down at the bottom will be all the little Wowhead comments that you would see. So if it's a quest that's a, you know, vanilla quest, it's gonna have all the comments from Wowhead in here. That'll kind of just give some notes from other players that have already completed that quest. Okay, that is all of our add-ons. Let's go ahead and disable the right window, and we're good to go. Okay, I got 30 bubbles of rested experience. We've covered all of our add-ons, and it looks like the good majority of the group is here. We're gonna make our way to Black Fathom Deeps and go from there. So let's go ahead and post in the chat. BFD time. Okay, making a note. I want to start adding some notes into my my YouTube videos. So a lot of times people
Awesome
ask me
type for the
specific...
add-ons guide.
Yeah, not a problem. Went ahead and covered them all.
BTW, I buffed you while you were at Orgrimmar XD.
I saw that. I got some fortitude. I was like, where'd I get these? That's awesome. That's funny. Appreciate it. I'm gonna head on down into this place and try and see if I can get that crumpled note. I don't know. That's a Tauren. Anyone else need the crumpled note? BFD. Okay. So it looks like got the warrior. There's a few people already over here. Like the rogue. Plasma pot is over here. I don't know where the priest is at. I haven't seen the... Oh, there he is right there. 2 quests at Zoramstrand. Other 3 are... I'm not sure what I have. Yeah. I'll share what I got. There you go. The crumpled note. Note drops here. Starts a quest. Yeah, there's a note that starts here that starts up a quest. I just want one bad guy. I'm gonna wait for some respawns back here. I don't want to be too deep into this place and then have respawns start up on me. I'll chill over here. Let's wait for the full group. Okay. Good. Am I tanking? Or is somebody else tanking? That looks like a funky paladin right there. Oh, there's a crystal. Oh, I can get these crystals. Oh. I still got to do the note queue.
3 warriors tank new meta.
Well, we'll see how it goes. I didn't get the. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. That'll be the thing. We're gonna try and get that crumpled note real quick. Where's the note? He died. Here. Start quest and turn in at Zoram Strand. Okay, so we got the damp note. Okay, so now we got the damp note. We're gonna go ahead and turn this in at Zoram Strand. Pummeled. Okay, so this guy's gonna tank. Flink's gonna tank, which is awesome. Okay, we're all good. Okay, everyone start the quest. Everyone start. Everyone start the Allegiance to the Old Gods Part 1, and then we're going to go turn it in at Zoram Strand. Okay, so once we start this Damp Note quest and turn it in, we're going to get the Allegiance to the Old Gods Part 2, and then we're going to go ahead and start BFT. There's 2 quests, 3 quests that we do inside the dungeon. There's the Body quest, which gives... BRB. Okay. There's the body that we find that gives us the quest for the head. There's the water globe. Only 2 quests. And then we have these specific quests. So I guess there's 5 total quests for BFT. There's Allegiance to the Old Gods Part 2, the Essence of Akumai, Amongst the Ruins, the Water Globe, and something villainy. Da-da-dum. And Flink is going to be our main tank. Allegiance to the Old God. That's probably tank or rat. What? Okay, we should turn in the Allegiance to the Old Gods over here. Allegiance to the Old Gods Part 1, turn it in, pick up Part 2, and we're good. Okie doke, we got the quest. EMF vampiring. Okay, let's go ahead. Oh, they're talking about election. That must be right. Dark Moon Fairy. I don't show the ring. Punk. Back off. Okay. I don't know what's up with Yoda Master. Oh, he's back. Oh, he was just relogging because he was waiting for us to turn in his quest. Airborne range up. Wow. Okay, looks like we are all good to go now. Okay. There we go. Let's go ahead and get to moving. We'll go ahead and be back support. Stop the heal. Fumble that. See, I want to have it where it gets announced, so we'll see. Oh, took him out. FT battle axe. My weapon's at 20. We got 3 warriors in this group. We should get Sunder armor up quick. We'll take out the caster first, right? Get some threat on the normal one, and then start taking out the caster. Is that a crystal? I'm looking for the crystals on the wall, because I still gotta do this Makai quest. Pick that heal. Move on to the caster. The rogue is good. I do like the rogue. The rogue's doing good. He's doing kicks and pummels and gouging. Got a few people here. We'll go ahead and cleave. We got a couple heals going on. We have a problem with not focus. Forward. There we go. Easy. Okay, any crystals out here? There's a crystal back there, but unfortunately I can't get to that one without aggro and stuff. Make sure we don't pull something in the back. Okie doke. Execute. I don't see any more of those crystals in the wall. They got the priestess first. Priest always got to go down. One thing I want to do is tank buddy. Oh, it does work. Although it doesn't give me a whole lot of options. Oh wait, here, taunt. Party when I taunt. Okay, hockey and blow, party. Oh shoot. Burn into the dungeon here. Okay, I guess I never set up tank buddy. Whoop. Tank buddy. I gotta set it up. Don't judge me, okay? I'm still new at Warrior. I'm still learning. I didn't know I had it set up my tank buddy. Let's go ahead and reset the damage meter. Murloc! Execute order 55. I don't see any more. Yeah, so my interview macro still doesn't work. It's supposed to, but for whatever reason, it doesn't. Haha. I'll have to fix that later on. It's a hard one to fix because I need to be in a group for it to actually work. Excellent. Okay, our first boss encounter is Gamura. And all centers are up, so we'll go ahead and Blood Rage and Heroic Strike this guy down. I don't think there's anything else I can really do outside of Heroic Strike, right? I can just sit here and Heroic Strike. I guess I could Blood Fury. I always forget that as an orc now. Where's the rogue at? Oh, the rogue's down there. And we should be able to get into our execute phase. Execute has a cooldown. I did not know that. Okay, and we got the tortoise armor. We don't need that. We'll go ahead and just that. And I want it. Look at that. Want some armor. Put that on as a transmog item. Moving into the second boss. We don't have underwater breathing. Taking him out. Go ahead. should be good on breath. Get to the surface. There we go. Did I swap the defensive? Yes, I did. Let's go ahead and move my execute around. No, 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 bring them back. We don't want to fight the boss. And all these bad guys here at this time. That would just be difficult. Bam! I missed my charge. Missed. Oh, what the heck? We're frozen. We're frozen. Go ahead and take out this guy first in the back. And he's bleeding. Haunt off this guy. There we go. We're good. How to protect the healer at all costs. Add first. Really? We're taking out the ad first? Okay. Up to this stance. It adds down. Healer is out of mana. Go ahead and do this. Rocket. Take that. And execute. Okay, it's down. Some leather gloves. 4 strength, 4 stamina, 7 spirit. Which is on par with ours that we got. So those are good gloves though. Got a little bit tricky for the priest. I'm sure he was out there spiking. My heart rate's steady, 76 right now. No threat whatsoever, right? No threat whatsoever. Okay, now we completed that boss. We're gonna make our way to the quest over this way. Body. Aggroed, we'll go ahead and enter combat. Turn around. I don't know why I can't see this guy. Where is he? Oh, he's hitting me. Okay. Execute. Okay, he's down. Okay, so yeah, we go over here. There's a little, you'll see like a little place that has a loop that actually has an entrance and an exit. Oh, started the quest with us. Yeah, so normally you come talk to this guy, and you get the quest called Black Fathom Villainy. But it looks like when somebody else gets the quest, it shares with us, which is awesome. Now we got our 4th quest inside of BFD. Heck? That's fighting crabs. What did the crab do to you? Okay. Kind of watching our healer's mana. He's looking pretty good. Now we got 3. Wonderful. We gotta watch our breath as well. That's a thing. Leave this guy. They're all dead. Priest is okay on mana. He can't drink anyways in the water. out of the water we go. There's a satyr. Look at all those sunders, yeah. And then the execute. Someone's back there finding a crab. Okay, that'd be good. Oh, is that a new area back this way? Wait, no, this is just the way. Okay. One of the most annoying dungeons to tank. Lots of casters. Disarm, knockback, non-stop. I'm in combat. I know that there's a patrol here somewhere. Resisted that. The 3 warrior group right here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. I'll go ahead and swap defensive stuff. Where's my shield, yo? Okay, he's got them all. He's got them all. We'll swap back to our weapon. We're good. Oh, why am I in defensive state?
Told you 3 tanks new meta XD.
Hey, can't die if we have 3 tanks, right? Oh, lag. Oh, no. Is that my lag? Is that server lag? I hope it's server lag, because then... I don't know. Guess we'll see. Are you lagging right now, Christian? Or is this server lag, or am I disconnected off the server right now? Oh my goodness.
Am I still live or server dead lol?
It looks like we're dead. Okay, hold on one second. BRB.
I'm not online, let me check.
Yeah, hold on one second. Looks like server crashed. Hold on, be right back. Server is offline at the moment. Right back while we figure this thing out. Server crashed. Let's go ahead. Well, that is unfortunate. System broadcast disconnected from server. Okay, well. Yeah,
server down.
Yep. They got overwhelmed with too many tanks inside of BFD. Well, that is unfortunate. I guess this would have been a great time to cover add-ons. can we do in...
OMG, this is so stressful, that's why I can't handle HC.
That's not too bad. When the server dies, at least you know that you're still alive. When we log back into the game, we might start back at the beginning. That would suck. But yeah, I think that's what actually happened. In the meantime, let me see if I can load up something else in the time being here. And then if I see that we get reconnected to WoW, I'll swap back over to that. I'm gonna go ahead and give it just a second, and then hopefully wow, that's it. Meantime, go ahead and play the forest. This is a game here I had started to play on stream. Probably super loud. Let me turn down volume. Sound effects. Let's go down to 10% maybe. Play. Oh, didn't work. Nope, crashed. Oh, there you go. There we go. Okay, in the meantime, we'll go ahead and bring up a different game called The Forest. Forest for the time. Now, this is an interesting game. This is called The Forest. It is a single player or multiplayer game. I still see that we're disconnected from the server. I did start up a new game not too long ago. Like, we were very, very low into the game. But we'll go ahead and set up a new game here. We'll go with normal mode. And we'll go ahead and get loaded. Now, this is a survival horror game. I was really interested in Minecraft in the past and had been playing Minecraft for a long time. My buddy, redirected me to check out The Forest. Essentially what happens is we're on a plane right here. You can see we get a journal. This is for Timmy. So Timmy is my son. You can see his toy figure. Oh, it's back online. Man, I just started up on here. Okay, but the server looks to be back up. Essentially, we're hovering over a place, and a little incident takes place.
I got back in.
Yeah, it's
FYI.
back up. Yeah, I see the server reconnected. We'll go ahead and jump back over to WoW. I want to get back into that dungeon group. Complete it. But this is another game I'd like to stream here on the channel. But I'd like to finish off this series, and then we'll probably bring back other ones. Let's go ahead and get reconnected here. It looks like we're good. Then we'll swap over to game capture. We'll swap over to World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft. No. Then window capture, we'll swap this one over World of Warcraft as well. I would like to do a more in-depth playthrough of the forest. But there we go. Let's go ahead and dive in. Let's see where we're going to be at when we get logged into the game. Will we be in the middle of BFD, in the middle of a fight? Will we be back at the beginning of the dungeon? Find out in the next 10 to 15 seconds as we load back into the game. Generally, during dungeons, we get kicked back to the beginning. Oh, we're still in the dungeon. Okay. We're alive! We're alive! Oh, but my chat, there it goes. We alive! Okay, so that's 3 of us. Okay, so we're missing Flink, that's the tank warrior, and we're missing Yoda, which is the rogue. So everyone should be potentially logging back in here shortly. We can continue, although we are missing a few people. Oh wait, that guy spawned back in. Pummel. X. Oh, my keybinds didn't fix
I'm
up.
Galudinti died cause a server crash.
Yeah, server crashes don't generally kill us, which is pretty good. On Turtle Isle, what happens during a server crash is everything stops, right? The mobs stop, nothing ramps up. Even during server lag, Turtle Isle did a couple cool things that the official servers did not do. Essentially, if the server lags, all the mobs stop and lag with the server. There's no buildup. On the official servers, if the server lags and you're in combat, that 10-20 seconds that it's lagging, the mobs that you're fighting, they speed up to catch up with the server, and they might hit you, 5 times in that time frame, taking you out. Turtle out, when the server lags, the mobs stop attacking and they wait for things to pick back up, and then you don't have that buildup of hits. During crashes like we just had, that might be a bad situation where if you were the first one that logged in here, you might have some issues. That happened to us in Upper Blackrock Spire. We had a disconnect in the middle of Upper Blackrock Spire during one of our streams with my priest, and everybody, we all logged in at the same time, and we ended up being not in combat, so that was good. You never know where you'll end up at when you log back in. I see people.
Those are some clever mechanics right there.
Yeah, there's some good mechanics going on for TOWOW. Go ahead and hopefully these guys come back into the group here. Hopefully. I was really hoping to knock out this BFT. We had a pretty good group going on. Ah, there's our third. Now we're just missing the rogue. So at this point, we could technically kind of continue a little bit. Technically, we could probably keep going. And then Yoda Master might log back in here in a bit. Well, I liked what I saw when the loading screen was done. Everything was out. Yeah, we took everything, we cleared it out. It was a server-wide thing, yes. Yeah, server crashed. We'll give Yoda a little bit of time. I'm sure he's probably going to dive back in as soon as he can. A lot of people, once you get disconnected from the server, they'll hang out in the Discord until they see that, you know, people are saying, hey, server's back up. On our guild server, we are connected to the system broadcast messages, so we see, you know, server was disconnected at 11:12 a.m. Server, you know, says, then it says, welcome to Mysteries of Azeroth at 11:17. So server was offline for about 5 minutes in that time frame. Oh, dang. Got in combat. I don't know what else to use besides Heroic Strike and, like, you know, Execute. Is there something I'm missing when I'm DPSing? You know, Cleave is obviously a good one when there's more than 2 targets, I suppose. But I just don't know. Healer's coming up with us? Okay. We'll just take it slow. We're in combat.
Did the DDoS attack from a few months ago affected you?
No, not so much. I think we were playing during that time, but we didn't get really affected. I think at one point we may have been. Okay, oh, this guy's gonna attack us in a minute. We'll focus on this guy here. Whoopsie. What's up with all these ads? Oh, yeah, Rogue is back. Rogue's back. Nice. Okay, disarm me. So disarm is number 5. Okay, disarm this guy now. So disarm is number 8. We'll move disarm to number 8. There we go. There. Our whole group is back online. Whole group is back online. 6 is taunt. Yeah. Yoda Master. Excellent. Ooh, hamstring. Okay, before he can get away, we'll hamstring him up. This one. We got a few people here. Get that runner back there. Let's see if I can shoot him with my gun. Ah, took him out with my gun. Nice. That's a gunshot. We'll go ahead and cleave these guys. Nice. Gunshot to the back. I want to clear out these things. I don't like having a bunch of random stuff around us. Oh, okay. You gotta turn these guys around, otherwise, if you don't turn them around, oh my god, there he goes. If you don't turn these guys around, then they'll run in the opposite direction. There we go. There we go. Gonna beat him out anyway. There we go. Now he's gonna run in the other direction. We just gotta be careful when we're going back around the corner. Boom! 392 with the heroic strike. We'll go ahead and weak this guy early. Hamstring crit for 10. Nice. Why is this guy healing? Oh, the Oracle back there. He's got a lot of heals off. We'll go ahead and swap to this one. Execute. Bolton down. Grease is good. This guy has like a German, Gally Hast. And this looks like the last of the mobs. Oracle's in the back. We'll go ahead and take out the Oracle first. Down. We'll wing clip this guy or hamstring. I won't ever change. I'll always call it wing clip. I'm so used to hunters wing clipping. Oh, there we go. That's where that comes from. Okie doke. Let's go ahead and bring back our chat. Where's our chat at? Got it. And boss time. Execute. And he's down. And there's 2 items that drop. The cloth items. Pretty good for the clothy. And we have the fist. And strength for stamina, which beats out
Bruv,
ours.
could you remove or somehow reallocate that pixelated masked gunman, please?
on the middle there? Yeah. On the... He was hanging out over on top of me. I'll place him over on top of my chat. I'll put him right over there on top. Boop. Then... Boop. Yeah, we'll keep him... Well, he can go down on the bottom, but... There we go. We'll go ahead and get the buff here. 60 minutes of increased intellect, spirit, and frost damage done. Wow. Good buffs right there. Oops. Combat up there.
What SE for at all?
What E for at all? Oh, he's just like a reminder. Like, he just sits there every 20 minutes or so, he puts out a random notification reminding people just kind of follow along, subscribe. So if I don't tell people to subscribe or follow along, he kind of helps me remind to do it automatically. So that's what he's there for. I should make a different one. I can make a custom one. I think maybe I'll work on that next. Make it a little custom dude that I can put there. Hungry. We'll go ahead and leave these guys down. But welcome into the stream, Rock. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing today?
Ask ChatGPT to make him as your orc warrior.
Yeah, I could definitely do that and then have like a little, yeah, just similar to the one I've done now with the fireplace behind me. I've got the blue fire flame over here. I've got the old, normal flame back there, and it's now moving. Looks pretty cool. I like it. So I can probably do something very similar to that. Make a dancing orc. Oh, the dude. Whoops, caps. Whoops, caps. Yeah, there's this guy back here in this back corner.
Looks awesome. BTW was just about to mention it. Clap.
Looks awesome. By the way. Back in this corner, I'm pretty sure there's... Oh, bring that guy. Bring that guy. We'll start cleaving here. Big hits right there. Big hit. For another bleed. This guy's here. Execute this guy. And he's down. Okay, so there's a chest or a bad guy boss down here. Oh, there's Lorgus Jet. I don't know if he is... Can't charge any.
There's only the blue fire loop animation slightly off for smooth transition, but that's just a small nitpicking of mine.
Yeah, I can't make it an absolute perfect loop. I probably could if I went through and edited a bit further. But other one, what did I complete right there? What was that? Allegiance to the Old Gods. Okay, so that was Allegiance to the Old Gods right there. And I leveled up. Hey, we hit level 28. We're gonna put a point into Impale. Thanks. We're gonna put our very first point into Impale. This increases all of our critical strike damage and our defensive and battle stance and berserker stance by 10%. So that'll be really nice. And then we roll for the chest. I got a 12. Wow.
GG.
Wow. Thanks. Appreciate that. Rolling through the dirt. Okay, so we're going to be making our way. Yeah, we got all of the quests that we can outside. We got 4 quests with us. There's a water quest called the Water Globe. And that'll have 5 quests we're going to be knocking out inside of FD. And then we're never going to come back here again. I'm not a big fan of this dungeon. We'll go ahead and hamstring this guy just before he runs. Hamstring, he'll start running. Can't really run very far. They're all done. strike.
Makes me sad to see Priest never dispel that frost armor buff off the mobs you smack as a melee.
I feel like that's kind of like a waste of mana. At this level, we're doing quite a bit of damage, I feel, and that just kind of gets removed so quick anyways. I'd rather they keep their mana for other things. Go ahead and pummel this. Dang it. I moved my key bindings around. I gotta find a better place for execute, maybe. I keep needing to execute more often than anything, so maybe I will put execute in my... I'm gonna move my shoot. I'll put my pummel shield.
Bro is almost all time full though, he is literally max chilling.
Yeah, that is true. I'd rather have him be full though. There we go. Now we put our execute is on our shift left click button. So here I can execute. Boom, got it. There we go. Execute, execute, execute. That'll have it.
What about keybind to R or C?
What about keybind R or C? I don't use those keybinds often. Let's take out this pack over here. Why do we got? Okay, there we go. I usually just use about 6 keybinds. Oh wait, I gotta remember, I changed my pummel around now. Boom. Change my pummel. There we go. Also remember, just gotta get back on track. We're gonna do the water globe first. We should clear top. We should clear top first, as it can drag mobs down. Yeah. I've had issues going down here first. If we poke our head above the water, just bring it back this way. Pop that way. Bring it over here. Line aside it. Somebody line aside it. Jeez, line aside it. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, this is drops till 5th quest. This is gonna drop the strange water globe quest. Go back up. Okay, this is gonna start the 5th and final quest inside of BFD. So that is called the water. Where is it? Wait, what am I getting? Who's getting shot by what? Oh yeah, see? See? Oh my goodness. This is what I said. I said that we need to. I have 50 seconds till I can port. This is it. I'm either gonna die or I'm gonna make it out. I'm dead.
Save yourself.
I'm dead. I'm dead. No, this is it. That's it. Oh. Oh, man. And there it is. I called it. I said we need to clear the top.
No.
I should have hearthed off the top. Oh, man.
Scuffed.
I told them. Man, I said it. Ah. Sucks so bad. I said we need to... I don't know.
Dude, what a shame. Did they all died at least?
Yeah, 4 of us died. The rogue made it out because he was able to vanish. I told them. I should have hearthed. As soon as I saw it pop in, I should have hearthed right away. I would have lived if I had seen that. I didn't see it till it was like the whole swarm was already coming. I used the swift pop to try and get away. And that was it. Ah. Hate this. So, yeah. Did you make it out? How did I get aggro? I didn't hearth on time. Yeah, I didn't see it pop right away. Followed your advice, but apparently Plasma went for the quest item. Oh my goodness. That's a shame. That is a huge shame. Dying at level 28, all because of people not following the advice. I specifically said we need to clear the top of the area because, you know, that can happen. You know, all those mobs can rush on down. I didn't pay attention. That was a little bit my fault there towards the end. I could have made it out had I, you know, hearth on time and witnessed that, but there we go, we died. I did see my heart rate spike to like 138 as it was taking place. Oh, that's such a tragedy right there. Oh my goodness. Undying number 5, level 28 warrior, dying in Black Fathom Deeps, all because of a simple mistake that wasn't even of our own fault. Somebody else, I specifically posted in the party saying, hey, we should clear the top first because, you know, it's gonna bug out. But no, somebody wanted to do their own thing, go do the globe water quest at the bottom, and no, so 2 people made it out. One of the warriors that saw it take place earlier, he hearthed right away. I didn't see it until the whole mob was already swarming down about midway through, and then I started I left the group, started swift potioning away, and I didn't even think about it. Honestly, if I saw it, as soon as I saw it happening, I should have just hit my hearthstone. And if I had managed to hearth when I saw it
Time
initially,
to make a new alt ROIT now and then report the bug.
It's not a bug. It's not a bug. It's just something that people need to be aware of. It's not so much a bug. It's just a line, right? They can see you inside the water. Oh my goodness, that is Undying and number 5. Makes me upset because people don't follow simple little advice. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and make Undying number 5 again. Undying 5, which he's not very much Undying anymore because he straight up died. But we'll go ahead and rebuild this guy.
What about time for leveling a lock?
Oh no, Warlock is gonna be a little bit later. I just completed the... I'm gonna go ahead and hit some challenges. We'll do hardcore. Oh my goodness, do I want to do slow and steady? appreciate the subscribe. Use Fogel. Man.
Shaman when?
Shaman when? Shaman is after the next caster. So it's gonna go warrior, and then it's gonna go either warlock or mage, and then it'll go shaman, and then it'll either go warlock or mage, and that should complete all of
yes,
our
SS
9
and
classes.
Ekostjan less skuo.
Man, do I want traveling craftmaster? I kind of want to take this to be very self-sufficient, but at the same time, the rewards are just not worth it. Yes, S and I'm not gonna go exhaustion. Exhaustion is completely worthless. No. No slow and steady in your opinion, but I like questing.
No slow
and I like
and
the
steady
200
immo.
points. Slow and steady isn't bad. I still complete a ton of quests.
Nah, it's not worth it to go with craftsman.
Yeah, I don't care much for craftsman, but okay, we're just gonna do slow and steady. And Undying 5. Oh my goodness, there we are, back again. Oh my goodness, I am very upset at the situation that had happened. Because, what level were we at? We had just hit level 28. I hate dying to things that are not my own fault.
HCSS exhaustion is stuff true vanilla experience.
Oh no, I could not do exhaustion. There's no benefit to exhaustion. Exhaustion is just straight up. Oh my goodness. I'm so angry at the whole situation that happened to us now.
Long ago, the Orcish horde.
Okay, skip that. I know what happened. Well, we are level 1 in Duertar.
Hello turtle people.
They didn't listen to me.
Hey,
oh my goodness. And what is up, Buzz? Welcome into the stream. We are starting our hardcore journey as a level 1 warrior all over again because we just happened to die inside of Black Fathom Deeps. We were doing a really cool run. Everything was going well up until nobody wanted to listen to the solid advice of clearing off the top mobs first, and we ended up dying. 3 of us died. Myself, the warrior, another warrior, and the priest. As soon as I saw it happen, I should have, instinctively, I should have just hearthed at that point.
BTW, what do you think is wrong about sharing age?
By the way, what do you think is wrong? The reason I don't do the whole sharing age thing is because sometimes there's, individuals that are younger age, higher age. I just don't want them to be targeted or, looked at just because of age. So I generally just ask that people just don't share their age unless they want to. If they're older, over the age of 18, hey, it's completely fine, right? If we're talking about a specific, time frame. But for the most part, I just prefer people, keep private information private. Obviously I'll talk about, hey, I just hit 40 recently. So myself being 40, I'm not going to be in any sort of tricky situation, but others that share their age that are, say, under the age of 18. Sometimes in the past when I streamed Minecraft, we'd have, people popping in. So I try and keep age kind of shared because my son pops into the chat sometimes. He's younger. I'd rather him, other people not sharing their information. That's kind of the reasoning behind that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started once again. Everything on my UI is already as it was earlier.
Bro, you look in your 20s.
My 20s? That would be nice. I just hit on the 19th. So I just turned 40 last Monday. I guess I still look very similar to what I looked like in my 20s. But I went into the military at 19. I got out 10 years after. So I got out of the military when I was 29, turning 29. And then moved back into the States and have been here ever since then. Man, I am...
LOL, that text reader voice is funny.
I can't whisper. Can't. How can you...
You look good for your age.
Thanks. Appreciate that, Shane. I like the text bot and make sure I can kind of see everybody's chat. Like, I'm not missing people's messages and stuff like that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. What happened recently? About 10 minutes ago or less, we were inside of a Black Fathom.
Brad, will you make a compilation of your own with clips from sharp moments and death clips?
Yes, I will be putting together a compilation of my clips. I will be clipping that death clip and posting it in the Discord or, you know, on YouTube and stuff. That is an unfortunate thing. I'm going to have to mention that, you know, I don't know. I'll come up with something to say there. But unfortunately, we're starting back over at level 1. And okay, we're not going to be doing dungeons on this guy unless...
Send it to hardcore moments on YT.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to go ahead and pick up your place in the world once again. Run back into the cave and turn in your place in the world and pick up cutting teeth. Yeah, I'll have to get that posted. And then come up with... Oh, I knew it was going to happen. That's the thing. Okay, so new challenge, guys. New challenge in this series going forward. We are going to be doing hardcore, slow and steady, 50% less experience when taking out mobs. We're not going to be doing dungeons, I feel. I don't know. I like doing dungeons. But... there's so much risk that comes along with doing dungeons. You get people that don't listen, and that's what ends up killing you. It's the people. I want to make it to 60. I've never had a death in a while. I've leveled up a druid to 60. I've leveled up a priest to 60, and I've never had a death situation doing dungeons on those guys. And then boom, we get into a group that I'd say, hey, you know, we shouldn't, you know, we should clear the top level first because it pulls mobs down, and they didn't listen. I think that was my fault in a way, because the moment that they started clearing the bottom portion, that should have been like, you know, a little bit of a signal that says, hey, not a good idea. If I had been tanking, maybe I had more control of that situation because I wouldn't have gone down there. But oh, there we go. Yes, but the clip will be cool because right now you can see that my heart rating, it's steady about an 80. You know, it jumps around quite a bit. But during that situation in the dungeon, I did see when I looked over, I was at about what 137. My heart was pumping. As I was doing my Hearthstone out. I think I was around 137 beats there, 139 beats, and then I knew it was gonna happen. There was nothing I could do. If I continue to run, I don't know of a reset spot there. I was thinking, is there any reset spot? Oh, there is a reset spot. That's on the other side of the water. I did see a rogue survive a whole death encounter there. I didn't think about it. I don't think I would have made it there anyways in the water. I would have got swarmed and got taken out. So in that kind of a situation, I don't think there was any way out for me. I don't. Unfortunately. Yep. And donkey. I am Dying. And yeah, I'll be sending the sending that clip. I'll post it in their Discord server because I know they have a Discord server where they collect clips up. And Lacey Babes. Appreciate the follow on the YouTube side. Oh wait, is that a follow or a subscribe? It says subscribe. It says subscribe on the YouTube side. Hey, appreciate the subscribe on the YouTube side. Appreciate that. Welcome into the channel. Right now, we have started over on our Hardcore Warrior. This was episode 9 of our Hardcore Challenge. Unfortunately, I joined a group within Black Fathom Deeps, and they did not listen to the solid advice that was given. It's Karen. Oh, they're on YouTube. YouTube generally doesn't have a lot of bots. Honestly, YouTube is pretty clean for the bots. And there's not a lot of bots on the YouTube side. Usually everyone that's subscribed follows along, chalks and chat. They're usually people. YouTube's pretty good about that. So we'll go ahead and hit level 2. We'll pick up the Sting of the Scorpion, and we'll pick up our letter quest, the Simple Parchment. Then on the left hand side, you'll want to go ahead and sell any items you have, equip any items you want to have.
What can I do for you?
Sell off that tough meat. I don't care much for that. And then now that we sold a bunch of items off, we should have some copper. We'll go make our way over here. We'll pick up the cactus quest in the Vile Familiars. And turn in the Simple Parchment. Where's this one quest? Then we'll go ahead and train. We get Battle Shout rank 1. Yay. I think my macros should all still be here. Yep, they are. What is this? Why is this? Run, intercept, battle stand. So that's weird. That's not the one I had. So, no, and thunderclap. That's gonna go to heroic strike. Okay. Oh, there's that one over there. I didn't see this apple quest over here. And we'll go ahead and get the apple quest. Now we're gonna head over. What's this, like west, north? We're gonna go get that scorpion quest and take out that scorpion. Man, I haven't had a death in a while. It feels weird. It feels weird to die. The circumstances outside of things I can't control. Like, if I died to like a normal encounter, I'd be like, man, what could I have done differently there? But in this situation, I told people what we should have done. We didn't do it. It worked out what I saw it happening in my head, what was gonna happen. It played out just as it said, and I ended up dying. We'll go ahead and get Sarkoth right there and then make our way up this hill to take him out. He respawns super quick. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for this guy to respawn, we'll take out the Sting of the Sting of the Scorpion.
Then no dungeons on this tune.
I don't know. I feel like I should do dungeons. I don't know why I can't trigger. I like doing dungeons, but at the same time, I don't know. Is it a challenge? Is it a challenge to do dungeons or to not do dungeon? I like doing dungeons. Honestly, I like doing dungeons, but I'm wondering if I should do dungeons or not. Dungeons just take a long time to complete. They take you out of your normal path. Obviously, there's good loot that can be acquired from doing dungeons and completing the quest. but at the same time, you run the risk of grouping up with people that absolutely care nothing for survival. And despite being warned multiple times that, hey, this can happen, they choose to not listen. I don't know. What do you guys think in the chat? Should we do dungeons? If we don't do dungeons, I'll go ahead and go, you know, I'll have to decide by level, what, 15, 16? And then I'll start posting, and that'll be kind of like the thing. No dungeon, all quest, barbarian, warrior, I don't know. Dang.
I try to forget about efficiency and instead think about what's fun.
Are dungeons fun though? On the hardcore side, dungeons run super risk. Dungeons, on the fun scale, they're great to get gear. What I dislike
Dungeons
about
are where you get the best loot for your level. Besides, I think you just need to be more affirmative and insist on your knowledge.
Yeah. But I posted in the chat, it's like, we should clear the top. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'll just tank from now on. I'll be the tank. Because tanks control the group. Tanks control
Probably
the flow.
depend on your level, mood, the group.
Yeah. Take out Sarkoth now. I ain't dying no level 4. I'm level 2. Orcs are overpowered at this level. Come on, get them.
We should clean is not the same as come let us clean top first.
We should clean is not the same as come let's clean the top first. That's true. That is true. That is true. That is true. This is the downfall of the Undying 5. He can't be Undying anymore. He literally died. That is true with the loot. Dungeons are a great way of getting loot for your level, but a lot of the times, outside of weapons, the specific items aren't going to be making or breaking your overall world experience, right? Tank is a great idea so you can guide with your knowledge. Yeah. I think that was my fault. I didn't want to tank, right? I enjoy the whole...
Tank is a great idea so you can guide with your knowledge. You'll be fine in dungeons. It's the group that you should be able to discern from the start. Poke them a bit before, check their gear, ask them around on goals and so on.
That's usually never an issue. I've never had to do any of that. I've only lost 2 other people in my hardcore dungeons in the past. That was because of other people, like a warlock, ale aggro, Scarlet Monastery. We were super lucky. Scarlet Monastery Cathedral is super short. I was able to hit a swift potion and make my way out of the dungeon on my priest and survived. But the 2 paladins that were in the group, they ended up dying because, fortunately, but. Yeah, I think we'll go. Okay, we'll do the dungeons.
Imagine as if you're going with these folks into a IRL battle mission.
Oh, that is true. Like, hey, you can't join. Your gear is in literal green. Okay, so we went ahead and did Sarkoth, picked up part 2, and now we're gonna go ahead.
You want to be sure in your party, right?
Yeah, that is true. That is... We had a pretty good group, though, in general. Unfortunately, it went sideways. During the one time
I'll see you later.
I'll see you later. Hey, Buzz, I do appreciate you popping in, saying hello. We're back in Duratar, all because of a crazy mishap. But I do appreciate you popping in. I think you subscribed, so appreciate the subscribe there on the channel. I didn't ask if you played some WoW. Sorry. My bad. Do you play Turtle WoW? I know you're gonna take off now, but hey, Buzz with the follow. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. If you want to rejoin, definitely pop back in. Let me know if you play on Turtle WoW.
Group was alright until they decided to zug regardless of the warning and you didn't insist.
Yeah.
I have a warrior there.
Oh, you have a warrior in here? Oh, nice. Yeah, warriors are nice. Warriors are nice. I was having fun with my warrior. I had just got
Next time you want to make the same mistake again, don't you think so?
Yeah, I won't make the same mistake. I'll definitely be leading the group in most cases going forward. That's always been my thing. On my druid and on my paladin, I mostly always either tanked or healed, but usually tanked. On my druid and on my paladin, I would normally tank dungeons, and that definitely made me be the leader of the group. Like, people followed. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay, so we're gonna head back. We're gonna go ahead and turn in the apple surprise. Sell any specific items that you don't need. I did see a back piece. I'll get that back piece. Pretty garbaggio, but it's fine. And then in the cave, we'll go ahead and turn in Sarkoth and Sting quest. Get those pants. We'll go through as quick as we can. Oh, we get a back piece now. Go. We're level 3. We're not level 4 yet, so we have no talents to train. And we'll make our way over to the biofamiliars. Biofamiliars. Oh, that thing. Okay, so we're going to be making our way toward the cave and be doing the biofamiliars. Level 4, I get charge. We'll go ahead and take out some mobs along the way. Dang. Well, I think what we'll end up doing here is I'll probably finish up this area here. Today is Wednesday. Yeah, I can't go too far. That isn't. Oh my goodness. Yep. Level 8. What could go wrong? That's a hardcore player. I don't know why he's thinking, taunting. I think he wants to die. I'm gonna let him. He's a hardcore warrior. You can see the name tag above his head. I don't know why I can't get out of here, though. Yeah, and he's dead. Maybe he didn't mean to play a hardcore character. But you can see there's no body there. You don't get a tombstone unless you're level 10. Otherwise, there'd be tons of tombstones in these low-level areas. So you only get a tombstone if you are level 10 or higher, I believe. So if anybody out there is just joining in for the very first time, hey, welcome into the chat. We were playing on a level 28 Orc Warrior, doing an epic dungeon, but unfortunately it did go sideways. We lost 3 out of the 5 members of our group, ourselves included, and got kicked all the way back to Durotar. All the way back to Durotar. mage. Okay. Maybe on this guy I'll try going by, what's it called? No, I don't like Trishul Glades. Trishul Glades, I'm not a big fan of that. Oh, there are some custom areas over in Trishul Glades that I never completed. I didn't complete any in Trishul Glades. I guess I'll be knocking out Trishul Glades when I make an Undead Warlock. I'll be doing that portion. I've never done that new custom area back there on the west hand side of Trishul Glades. It is called over here in this area, the Whispering Forest. I've never completed many of these quests this way, so that'd be interesting. I think my next character after the warrior will be a warlock. Like if I die again, maybe I'll take a break from the warrior, and he just wasn't meant to be right away, and I'll do a warlock or something next. Warlocks I feel like will be pretty easy. Okay, 4 more of these familiars. Can I travel from Darnassus? Yes, on boat. Dang, big crit. Two more. Okay. These ones out here should be respawning. I'll focus on these guys out here. So everyone's in favors of doing dungeons then. I just have to take a little bit more preparation, and I'll probably be tanking the dungeon instead of trying to DPS them. Because that will, that will make sure that I can the dungeons out of harm's way and not die. There we go. Quest complete. Let's go ahead and make our way back. We'll take out some more mobs along the way. I want to make sure that we hit level 4 on the way back. As I am only level 3 at the moment, I want to make sure that I do hit level 4 when I turn this quest in, so I can pick up the quest called the Lazy Peons, which requires level 4. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of fight a few guys here real quick. Today is Wednesday. We're going to be finishing up the stream here in about an hour or so. Is kind of what I had planned on. I wasn't planning on dying today and having to restart all of the journey, so that kind of threw a wrench into my bucket. But those types of situations do happen. Maybe we could have taken a little break from WoW and tried out a different game for a bit up until we restart the episode on Friday as a fresh warrior. But I don't know, just kind of thinking out loud right now. Should I have taken a break and just kind of ended the episode by just swapping to a different game, or restarting the game?
Hey, at least you had your turtle tokens restored.
Oh, that is true. If I look at my shop, I have 635 tokens. That is true. I can go back in here and buy my field repair bot and my mule. Yeah, so now I got my field repair bot back, and I got my mule. That is true. Look at that. There's my field repair bot. There is my mule. That over there. Okay, let's go turn this quest in. Kind of rearranging my stuff back, kind of how I had it in the past. And we'll go ahead to make sure that...
Are you buying a bag? Why not that huge bag though?
Oh, I'm not worried about the big bag. Like, I have plenty of space. I'll just have to buy back some 14 slot bags again. And then I should be back in, the bags, I don't know. I don't really care much for the bags. What's this? This is the Burning Blade Battalion. We'll go with that. Warrior Trainer, we'll go ahead and get, oops, charge. Charge and Ren. Okay, so now my Ren macro, let's go ahead and put that back on my bar. That was... Okay, so Ren was number 3. 4 was my heroic strike. 2 was my battle shout. My charge. Where's my charge? Oh, this one never worked. Okay, let's go ahead and put my charge on my slash forward. Okay.
28 slots is huge, IMO.
It is huge. It's double the size of those 14 slots, but I feel as a warrior, I don't need a whole lot of bag space. I'm pretty good. If I can get some 14 slot bags early on like I did on my other guy, I'll be pretty good. And I'd rather save these tokens. Like, I have 185 tokens. Once I complete the slow and steady challenge on this guy, I'll have almost 400 tokens, right? That'll make it so the next guy that I make can buy, you know, himself a field repair bot or a mule and stuff to help him out. I feel like these two right here are super helpful on the leveling journey. So I usually pick those up. Gotta get some new boots. 62 male boot. Look at us, we're pretty decked out already. Got a cool cloth row piece. Got some nice boots. I could never play Vagrant though. That's something I could never try out. I didn't mind the Craftmaster. The Craftmaster, if the rewards were better for the Craftmaster, like if I could level Craftmaster and have the option of, you know...
Do you think the target dummy would have given you enough time to HS?
Oh my goodness, I didn't even think about that. I have to drop it down, right? Target dummy, I couldn't have dropped it down before
Nah,
I
there were too many mobs.
Yeah. There was a lot of mobs. Like, the priest got swarmed and he was gone. If I had started Hearthing when the other guy started Hearthing, I would have made it out as well. I don't know, because I didn't engage in anything. I just didn't see it right away. That was an issue on my end where I was not paying attention to my surroundings as well. And if I had just paid attention a bit, I could have potentially lived through that encounter by having Hearth a little bit sooner. Okay, so we're gonna make our way into this cave. Level 4, we should be fine into this cave.
Are you engineering on this tune as well?
I never use much stuff honestly, like, I never dropped a target dummy. I should have used target dummies, but I don't think it would have saved me in that situation. I'm not... So, if I drop a target dummy and there's nothing around me, and I start hearthing, when stuff gets to me, will my target dummy taunt them? Or because I put the target dummy down before they were there, it's not taunting them? Does it continuously AoE taunt over the time frame that it's alive? Or does it only taunt initially when you drop it? Because I didn't think about the target dummy. We're gonna go ahead and get this
Target is
right
pulsing just like a totem.
Oh, okay. So yeah, if
That's
I
a
had
good question though.
Yeah, if I had dropped the target dummy first before I started hearthing, that might have given me, you know, that few
Every
extra
2 seconds high threat.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that could have potentially, you know, dropped the target dummy down. I don't think blacksmithing would have saved me in that kind of situation. But maybe I will go with the engineering again. I don't know. That was a couple things I could have done a lot differently there. I could have been a little bit more stern in telling them, hey, let's do the top level first, follow me. And really pushed for that to happen. I could have paid more attention because, you know, after it happened, I didn't notice that they were running towards us up until, or they were already halfway to us. And by that time, it was, I don't know if I had started hearthing like right away, I might have been able to get away from there, but I just don't know. Looking at the time, I'd have to go back and see from the second that I saw that the mobs were coming.
That's how we all learn. You know, you did great.
I don't know. I think I may have been able to make it out of there if I had dropped the target dummy down, if I had started hearthing afterwards, if I saw. I have to look back through my clip, and when I noticed that the guys were running towards me, and I finally noticed, I have to look at that second and then count 12 seconds out. Would I have made it, or what if I had stopped and like started hearthing right away? Would I've still been hit and interrupted and just died there on the spot? I don't know why I can't pick this thing up. It should respawn like almost right away, I feel like. Unless I don't have this quest.
You could run to the evasion spot and try to jump down to Hearth out if it didn't work. Was too late for that though.
I don't have that quest yet. I gotta go back out. I think I gotta do the Lazy Peons quest. Oh yeah, I gotta complete the Lazy Peons quest before I do this quest.
3 minutes cooldown.
3-minute cooldown on the training dummy. I gotta go outside and do the Lazy Peons quest. I never finished up this one. Yeah, there's a couple stuff I should have done out here. I gotta do the quest, the Lazy Peons, which turns into Thrasril's pick. And then I have to turn that quest in, and then I have the Burning Medallion, but I don't have the pick quest, and I need to get Stalking the Fellstalkers, which I don't have either. I gotta go knock out these quests real quick. Get one more guy up off the floor, and then we'll turn this quest in and go from there. Okay,
BTW, that's the cave where my by mistake hunter died.
Oh, inside that cave back there? Yeah, it could be a tricky cave for sure. It can be a tricky cave for sure. Yeah, hunters pre-level 10, they're pretty squishy, right? You gotta rely on your Arcane Shot, your Serpent Sting. I don't even know if you get Arcane Shot till level 8. And you have some pretty terrible damage with your little dagger that you start off with. Where are we going? We're going back to town, which I think is that way. Go ahead and wipe this stuff off my map. Wipe it all out. Wipe it all out. Okay, all my notes are wiped out off the map. Okay. Well, this gives me a chance to go back through the starter zone and see if all my notes that I updated with is correct. Eventually, I'd like to turn in all the stuff that I do kind of like in a guided experience. So if anybody wants to follow along in the same quests that I do, outside of the dungeon stuff, then they'll follow along. Usually just doing the quests in the order that I knock them out has a very low chance to die. Okay, so I'm missing the quest back there called Stalking the Fellstalkers. I must have missed it. When I turned in the Vile Familiars, I should have picked up 2 quests here. Stalking Burning Blade Medallion and Stalking the Fellstalkers. Okay, now we're set to go into this cave. There's 3 quests back there that we're going to knock out. The Thazril's Pick, the Burning Blade Medallion, and Stalking the Fellstalkers. Okay, there we go. Now we're all set. Now we're set. That's just, I don't know. I'm gonna have nightmares tonight that my warrior died. I don't know. It sucks. I just don't know what to do now. Obviously, I'm leveling my new warrior, but is he gonna be as good as my last warrior? Should I change anything on him? I feel like I did pretty good as far as talents were going. If I leveled up Fury, I don't think I would have had the best fun on him. But I think we were doing well on our arms. We had a good 2-hander weapon. There's a bunch of 2-hander weapons that we picked up along the way and bought. Found a lot of my gold buying gear for him. I don't know how I got threat off that. There you go. I can't charge because that guy's still alive. Finish him. Ooh, I got a mallet. Let's see, is that better than mine? Oh, I can't even use it. To get a new weapon though. Okay, so we're gonna go back down here and pick up this pick.
Would you tell your wife your tune died today?
Yeah, I'll tell her when I get off stream. She's babysitting a couple kids right now in the living room. Yeah, she babysits and watches our young one. And then I stream up until 1. My son gets home a little after 1 when I end the stream. And then today's Wednesday, so this afternoon I'll be taking him to the park. That is the objective of the day. Really nice outside, so after the stream I'll probably end up clipping my death, and I think that's the only big highlight of the thing. Oh my goodness, there's a lot going on over here. Really? Okay. Got it. And then take the kiddos to the park. I think that's gonna be our... Charge! Yeah, once I get around level 10, 12, and I get that shark quest complete, that's gonna pick up my my kill speed a lot faster. Right now, I mean, it's not bad. Oh, there's a... I'm just going to be running through a lot more stuff. See, the reason I suggested we skip on the dungeons is because by skipping dungeons, that's going to probably eliminate like 1 to 2 hours of either waiting around during, you know, each dungeon. Oh, wait, I need them. Oh, you guys are needing them too? I thought you guys just did them. My bad. I thought they had just completed them. Let's see, we need 6 more Fellstalkers. We'll go ahead and make our way out of here. Killing Fellstalkers. Oh, they got him. He respawns quick. That's good. I wish all bad guys would respawn like that. I don't know why this guy's running back here the way he's running, but he is. Probably not hardcore. Now we'll take out this guy.
HC gets priority on RESP on Zymo.
Nah, not really. Usually not. They don't really... They usually try and steal the mobs. Fellstalker. We need 4 Fellstalkers and then we'll dive out of this cave. We'll end up actually hearthing out of here. When we're done in here, we'll finish up this quest and then hearth out. Ah, got it. Mine. Oh, got it. Place is packed. Yeah, we'll go ahead and hang out back here. Starter zones are always pretty packed. As we get out of the starter zones, it begins to kind of clear up a little bit. I should be able to fight all of those guys. Ah, there's only 2 now. Leave this guy, that guy, and then guy. Okay, we need 2 more. And our bags are full. That means money. Go ahead and sell everything. Quest items. There we go. Yeah, so if you guys are not familiar with Turtle Wow's policy, if you're playing hardcore and your character dies and you spent any sort of donation points at the shop, all of those points get refunded back to you. So when I play hardcore, I generally pick up 2 of the items within the store. I usually pick up the field repair bot, 200 tokens. This is a really easy one you can get. If you play slow and steady challenge mode, you get 200 tokens by hitting level 60. So that's a common one you'll see a lot of people pick up after completing the slow and steady challenge a few times. And then the other one is the bank mule. Oh, actually, and this will be my last one right here. So once we're done with this Fellstalker, we'll go ahead and hearth out of here. And we should at level 5. Here we go. Hearth on out. Gonna hearth on out of here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and turn in the stocking the Fellstalkers. Got level 5, turning in the burning medallion. And pick up report to Senjin village. And then level 5, so we can't train. We'll go head over this way and turn in that pick quest. Turn in the pick. Okay, now that we got all of our base quests complete, we're gonna make our way out to the gate, and hit east out of the area. Level 5. Stuff here. Gotta reset. We're back in Duratar. Back in Duratar once again. 20. Oops, ran into a wall. There should be a quest over here. Oh, it's outside the area. The Peon's Burden. Yeah, right outside of this area. We're going to pick up the quest called Peon's Burden. Oops. And insert. On way out. Turn in Thizran's pick. There we go. Okay, here. We're gonna go ahead and get the Peon's Burden. And then make our way over here to Senjin village. And then usually this guy behind the tree, behind the rock, there's gonna be a quest. We're gonna get hit thwarting Kolgar aggression. There he is right there, just kind of chilling back there by the rock. Yep, we'll go ahead and grab this quest, thwarting the Kolgar aggression. And then over here in the village, we'll turn in report to Benjin village and pick up the Misha Skull in Zalzane. Okay. So we turn in report to the village. We'll go ahead and get Misha Skull and Zalzane and report to Orgnil. And then we should also get the Solvent Spirit. And the last quest over here is the Practical Prey. Okie doke, we're good. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and make our way up to Razor Hill. We're going to be taking out every single mob that we can fight along the way, or up until I have 2,375 experience or greater on my bar. So we're gonna go ahead and take out everything we can along the way. Boar should be like the main priority because we have to collect 10 boar pieces of meat. But it's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and stand. I've been sitting for far too long. Maybe that's one of the reasons my character died. I just was not standing enough. Oh, see, my heart rate spikes up when I stand up. And no, it stayed pretty steady. I'm at an 86, 85. Oh, okay. Why am I? Oh, I'm dying to a level 7. Okay. So level 6 is probably where I should be. More comfortable fighting. So that's the way back. Can you go this way? I'm gonna let my health regen a little bit before we engage in another guy. So chunks of boar meat. I'm gonna collect that stuff.
Are you gonna start mining?
I'll start mining. I don't think I get mining up until Orgrimmar. But yeah, I'll pick up mining and I'll pick up what's it called? Engineering again. Oops. Get him out. And yes, yeah, we are gonna pick up engineering once again. I mean, Blacksmith is really good as well. Blacksmithing is good where I can make myself weapons and armor, but blacksmithing honestly doesn't really pick up until I think like the 120s. There's a green armor set that I can make myself that is made out of, I think, either bronze. I believe it's bronze. And that's a pretty good set. That's what I bought. I spent like a gold and some buying up a bronze set from a couple pieces. And then this guy's level 4, taking out level 6. Nice. Did a good job there. But yeah, I do plan to kind of pick up mining and engineering again. So the reason that we want to get to at least 2400 experience or level 6 is because we need to be level 6 in order to pick up a few quests inside of Razor Hill. Now, we're about 15 minutes away from one. So once I get up in the Razor Hill, I'll probably do a quick check-in in the place and then probably be ending the episode there. And then I'm going to try and separate, split off. I don't know what I want to do here. I like having every episode being like its own individual piece, but because of the death taking place in the middle there, it kind of killed it, literally. So now we have one episode that takes place with the end of one guy and then the beginning of another. Go ahead and take out this. I'll take out the Scorpion first. He's hostile. We'll take out the hostile first. There's a cool thing about bleeding is despite me missing, being parried, that bleed continues to tick. This is one of the reasons I like taking arms early on, is because that boost and that rend damage, it makes sure that despite everything, they're still going to be bleeding out and they're still going to be taking at least 8 damage, even if I'm missing, being dodged, parried, or blocked. Okay, we're at 1737. But our kill speed is getting a little bit better on these guys. The good thing is that at least my macros are made for this guy, so that's good. It took me a little bit to kind of get his macros situated, but now I can kind of reuse all my macros from my old warrior. And eventually when I do get my stuff, I have a place of where I like my keybinds at. What does T do? Maybe I could put T to be macroed for my training dummy. What's it called? What's it called? The decoy? Dude, come on. Bleed out. There you go. There we go. If anybody else wants to play a hardcore challenge, this is the perfect time. Let's start it up together. You know where I'm at. Our first dungeon is going to be RFC. It's going to take us a little bit to get up into that level range, but hey, if you are looking to get started on hardcore, generally the only time you'll die, hopefully, knock on wood, is inside dungeons, but if you follow along, you should be right along. You know, you could quest along, party along for some dungeons. Okay, we're at 1,844 experience. Need to get a few more experience. So these things are for a quest. Eventually I will have to go through and take out these molten ores. If I do this now, it just kind of saves me a little bit of time, plus helps me get to level 6. Oh, you can see my microphone. Goes away. Yeah, usually it's so far out of the image that, there we go, it was like triggering me. But there we go.
Hey, what's up?
Yo, what's up, Visual Vibes over on the Twitch side? With the name Visual Vibes, that means you probably create art and stuff. But welcome into the stream. How are you doing today? Welcome in, welcome in. We're chilling and killing.
Yep, you got me, bro.
Yep. But I don't need any new channel art. I always like to get that out of the way right away. Go ahead and slowly work on over 2,000 experience. Goodbye, tiny scorpion. We found a couple scorpions in the forest here where I live at. Underneath a couple rocks, we did find some tiny scorpions, probably the size of my thumb. Most of them were like brown colored, very, very light, like brownish colored, which is pretty cool. A lot of people don't know that there's actually scorpions here along the west coast, but yeah, we have them. Yeah, we're definitely feeling stronger now, huh? Hey, we just broke 2,000 experience. I need to get about 2,375 experience or more before I head into Razor Hill, because once I'm in Razor Hill, the quest that I'm going to do there will end up actually pushing me over the experience needed to hit level 6. And we'll bleed. Just in case I ended up missing it 4 times there. I have 9 pieces.
Hey, I'd love to help bring your stream's vibe to life by turning your thoughts or ideas into custom overlays and panels. I can create a quick mock-up based on what you imagine so you can see how your stream could look with unique personalized art. No pressure, just want to share some cool design ideas with you. Interested?
No, I'm not interested. Nope, nope, nope. That's the same. Yeah, it's always the same spiel. It's always the same thing. No, I'm good though. Appreciate it. Okay, let's go ahead. I think I need about 3 more mobs, and that should push me over that 2,400 experience that I'm looking for. And we actually hit our threshold. As far as the amount of boar meat that I need, I already hit 10. Perfect. Now... Oh, I could actually try jewel crafting. I think what I'm going to do on this warrior is... I don't know. Should I try jewel crafting or engineering? Jewel crafting, I might get more use out of it than I did out of engineering. Engineering, I'd made myself a gun. I made myself some target dummies, and I made myself some bullets. That was it. And I used some of the bullets that I crafted, I used the gun that I crafted, and I completely forgot about the stupid training dummy. Now, that could have potentially saved my life had I actually thought about it. But at level 60, what's going to be helping me? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks. What's going to be helping me? We're so close. Oh, he's a hardcore player as well. Nice. Fear War, just in case I get feared by the scorpion. Okay, I got a few more scorpions to take out, and then I'll be over that 2,375 threshold. Then we'll run up into Razor Hill. Turn some quests in, and then be ending our stream there in Razor Hill. So, a quick recap of today's episode. We started off strong, level 27 in Stone Talon Mountains. I picked up a 6-slot bag. There we go. Level 27, we logged on. We started doing the elite quest, the arachnophobia quest in Stone Talon Mountains. Took them out, no problem. Made our way into that city for the Horde up in Stone Talon Mountains, and we were going to go into the Charles Scar area and head up into Powder Town, which is the custom level area. But there was a group that was forming for FD, which I thought, hey, 3 tanks in a group, what could go wrong with a Priest healer and a rogue for gouging and kicking? And we joined a VFD group. We had 5 quests to complete inside of there. And unfortunately, someone got a little bit gun-ho and wanted to do the water globe quest down below first. And went down below and aggro the upper portion of the Twilight mobs, which everybody knows is gonna happen. Like, it's kind of a normal thing I could do. I feel like 2 of the scorpions would kill me. No, this is nice. Oh, nice. Appreciate it. We can do it. We'll bleed 1. Whoops. I'll serving you one. Oh. There we go. Got that. We'll bleed him out. And then take this guy out. This guy should bleed out on it. Dodge. And there we go. And now we're over. No, we need 1 more mob. We'll fight 1 more bad guy. And then that'll take us over the threshold. So I need 2,375 experience or more. And then once I hit town, I'll turn in the meat quest and the other quests up there that I have, the report quest. And those 2 quests right there will boost me over into... And that's what I need there to start up in the Razor Hill, to be able to pick up all the quests that I need. That's kind of the reason behind what we're doing. And there we go. We're at 2,384 experience. We'll go ahead and head up into Razor Hill. We'll turn in the report to Orgnil quest right over there. And then we'll turn in the Peon's Burden. And those 2 quests right there should take me up the levels. Okay, so we'll go ahead and turn in report to Orgnil. We'll pick up Dark Storms and Duratar Skirt. Inside the bunker, you should have access to 2 quests if you're level 6. Otherwise, you'll only have access to Vanquish the Betrayer. So this is where it's important that we want to go into we wanted to hit that specific. Now, when we go in here and turn in Peon's Burden, we should hit level 6. Boom, hit level 6. And I can make this my inn. And then behind here, now I can pick up No More PID. That's a quest that requires level 6. Then, now we can go pick up the other quest back here, which was the Dark Storms, I think it was. That required, oh no, Entrenchment. Required level 6. Okay. And then outside to the right, this is some custom stuff. It doesn't even show up on my map over here. We're gonna go ahead and pick up supplies to the port. Expedition supplies. Second wave. And this should be supplies to the port. Then over here should be the Red Skies. The Red Skies of Duratar. And look at our quest log. Our quest log has 14 quests in there. And then we'll run up inside of this place. We're level 6 now. We're going to train our first aid, and we're going to go ahead and train your class.
What do you need?
Go ahead and get first aid. Pop that over on my farm. Talk to the warrior guy.
What do you need?
Get some training. We got Thunderclap and Parry. Okay, Thunderclap and Parry. I think Thunderclap is already part of my number 2, so that's good. Okay, and now we can go ahead and rearrange some of the stuff. Over on this side of the city over here, we'll go ahead and sell really quickly to Grimthak. What you want to make sure you keep at least 10 chunks of boar meat. The scorpion stingers are pretty useful if you plan on doing cooking, otherwise you could probably toss those out. Okay, once you have your 10 chunks of boar meat, which you should have collected before you get to Razor Hill, you'll go ahead and pick up the quest called Break a Few Eggs and Woodwork for Food. And then because we got those 10 chunks of boar meat, we could turn in Work for Food. And there we go. Okay, next, depending on how much gold, silver you have, you can get some mutton chop. I do have 5 silver, so I'm going to go ahead and get the mutton chop. Don't sell this. This is going to be super useful for getting it around this area. And then go in. I saw red over here. Go into this place. On this little fire pit, there's going to be a little bone chew toy. Go ahead and loot that. And now we do need to continue to collect more chunk board, which means I shouldn't have sold that 1 chunk boar meat that I had. Go ahead and buy back chunk of boar meat, and there we go. There we go, there we go. Okay, that is going to be it for this episode. We have a lot of stuff to complete. Once again, we got kicked back all the way to Duratar, unfortunately. So, yeah, we hit level 6 again on our adventure. But we're going to go ahead and be logging off here for the evening. Quick dance. And we started over on our adventure. And I'm still undecided. Do I want to stick with engineering on the orc? Do I want to try getting jewel crafting or blacksmithing right? I feel like engineering, I didn't get a lot of use out of it. I made myself a gun to shoot with, right? But I could also have a bow. Any ranged weapon doesn't matter. I made myself a few bullets, that was it. And then I made training dummies that I never actually ended up using because I did not think about it in that situation. Somebody messaged me. Tent here if you wish. Oh, there's a tent. I'll go ahead and chill. Ooh, I like the scythe. That looks cool. Soul Harvester, check that weapon out right there. That looks cool. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and chill here underneath the tent, guys, and be logging out for the evening. I think my kiddo is home now. It is now 1 o'clock. So that is going to be it. Let's do some quick shout outs in the chat. Let's start over on YouTube. We had Ak Armin.
Hold on.
Somebody said hold on. Hold on. Oh, rock. We'll do some quick shout outs here and then we'll be signing off for the evening. So over on YouTube, we had Ak Araman. We had Christian Reds. Shane.
Make sure you've removed that link for your stream from live channel.
Oh yes, yep, that as well. Yep, I'll be knocking that out. Good to see you. Well. I'll knock that out. Yeah, once my stream ends, I'll be removing that link. We had Shane, Christian on the YouTube side. Let me go up. Make sure I didn't miss anything there. Over on Twitch, we had Rock. We did have Buzz Chronic popping in for a bit. They have a warrior here on the server as well. Let's see, I thought we had a few others. We had Visual Vibes popping in for a bit as well. And I don't know if there's anybody else. I feel like I may have forgot one. Let me see. Christian, Shane, Rock. I think that's everyone. that I can see this there. I think I shouted out everybody that has joined us on the live stream. So we'll be back either tonight or tomorrow. I am not going to be here on Friday. I'm going to be out of town. My son is doing
hate
a
to
school
see
field
Stern
trip.
GMS shame you with warnings and whatnot.
That is true. So Friday, I'm not going to be live streaming on Friday during my normal schedule. I'm going to be doing a field trip with my son to some rock caves. So I'm going to go be checking out some rock caves at one of the national forest areas. So that's going to be cool. I'll be taking some pictures up there, hanging out with him on Friday. So either tonight I'll be live streaming again, or tomorrow morning I'll be live streaming again in the morning. That'll, keep up my 3 streams per week that I want to kind of set up as a goal. So that is going to be it for this video. Check out and subscribe, follow along if you guys would like, and make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. It is unfortunate that we did die, but that does happen. It was out of our control. I think we did the best we could with the situation that took place inside of Black Fathom Death. So I'm gonna go back through my stream.
See you around, Brad.
And then it's Brent, but it's close. It's Brent. I know. I don't post it. I don't post it on this channel. My other YouTube channel is called Brent and Bastion on the Go. But yeah, Brent. But hey, that is it for me. I appreciate everyone for tuning in, hanging out, and I will catch you guys in the next one.
Oh, my bad.
All good. I'll catch you guys later, okay? Bye-bye. Have a good one, everyone.
Have a good one everyone. RIP LV28 today, but new adventure begins again.